Yeah, I'm videoing. Okay, great.
All right, Mom. What's the temperature? Just tepid water, or what do you got going on there? And hey, no cheeses, no
baby
cheeses.
milk warm. You know, like if it hurts your wrist, it's a little
Like baby,
warm.
like
No,
okay.
because if it's too hot, it'll kill the yeast. If it's too cold,
it'll kill the
it
yeast
won't
also.
activate.
It'll kill the yeast also. That's nice
We're
and
going to
warm.
spend a lot of time just
Here
on
we go.
water.
Okay, here we are.
Okay.
Got a cup
It's
of
the
water.
foundation.
Got it.
Cup of water.
So that's a cup.
Here, Annie. Cut the,
She's saying
here, cut the things off of the corner and drip them in there.
2 of them.
What kind of yeast are you using there?
Fleshman's.
Okay, that's
And that's 2?
rapid.
And then I just put about like a
just
half a
pause it.
teaspoon of sugar in this to get this,
You want to edit on the fly.
Okay, good.
get it all out.
So she got the sugar going though.
Get all
This
that.
is
Get
the
all
yeast.
that. Get all that.
Yeah, and we're gonna put like maybe a half a teaspoon of sugar in here just to get this going faster.
Because yeast loves sugar.
Because yeast loves the sugar.
There we go.
So I got to get it all out of there.
Yeah, don't waste it.
Today is May 26th, 2014.
You've done this before.
Memorial Day.
There's a timestamp. That's what
It's
that was.
Memorial
Now
Day.
what are you doing?
We're gonna let this stay warm, get warm. Leave it right over here.
The magic has been done. Now they're just going to do
You
their
don't even
thing.
have to stir it together.
No.
How long do you let it sit for?
Can I eat that piece of bread?
Yes, go for it. That's why I
Yeah,
left
don't
it
put your
there.
finger over there.
Okay, give me that there.
Okay, stop it.
Doing that, we could be doing this.
We can be counting out the grains.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
How's your mother doing, by the way, ma'am?
She's doing well.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's still out in the country with 2 big dogs and a
That's
lot?
right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. In this bag right here, I have, see, a gal next door wanted to learn how to make this. So she came over and got my grains. And then she decided to make the white instead. So she brought these all back.
Oh, Bob's Red Mill.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay, now, so which grains? Let's do the grains first.
Can you
Wheat
want to write it
germ?
down?
Wheat germ.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a cup of that. Here, you go for it.
Okay.
Cup of wheat germ.
That was Debbie's idea. She wanted to have a healthy baby, so
So smart, though.
when
I love it.
when she was pregnant with, you just buy these packages in a health food store or something.
Oh, well, they come at Bob's Red
And
Mill,
do the
Mom.
whole thing.
Well, you said a cup.
No,
She said a cup, but we're gonna just go ahead and pull the rest in. Okay.
all right.
Kind of radical.
There's because there's not enough of that.
She's
Not
radical.
enough of it.
And so
How
this-
much would you normally put of that in?
Cup.
A cup, and this is gram flour.
Yeah.
There's not a cup in here, but we made up with it with the other one.
You don't have to tell them
It's
that.
our secret.
That's a
Okay.
secret. That's
Yeah.
a secret. Oops. Go
But
ahead.
this is good, okay?
It's all good flour. Here we have flax.
Wow.
Flaxseed.
Cup of that, make it look pretty.
A cup of that too, huh?
Let's see what else I got here.
Ooh, yummy. That's about a cup.
You see, we did have more wheat germ, but that's okay. We're doing okay. Oh, we've got
Okay,
lots
germ.
of wheat germ.
What's that one?
See, Evelyn,
flax.
I make reference to this for other people. This is flaxseed meal.
So is that good? Or you want another thing?
Let's put it, yeah.
Let's put some more of this. Oh, this is different.
This is ground up better. See, this is going to look like dirt in
Pretty.
your food, but it's actually flax. Let's do
So what is this we're putting in?
This is,
We'll show you.
it's flax, but
It's flax meal.
Oh, it's more of a
Golden
ground.
flax meal.
Okay.
throw it in there.
But that's only a half a cup.
That's,
So you're kind of loose with the measurements.
yeah, sure am. But they're good. You know, now like, see, here's what my mother did. All she did was 1 cup of this and 5 of this.
Oh,
But see, we're adding more.
we're just adding more
we're
stuff.
adding more grains.
Just
All right, so now
And this was Debbie's idea because she wanted a healthy baby when she was pregnant with Stevie. Oh, Mom, we got to put wheat germ in. So we started doing that.
okay.
Now,
Smart.
then, actually,
How much whole wheat flour now?
5 cups of this. But now let's get our liquid in there. Is it doing anything? We better turn this up so it'll melt.
Should we take a break?
recipe.
All right, 4 tablespoons of sugar. This is why this is so healthy for people with diabetes. There's not much sugar in it for a big batch. 4 tablespoons of white sugar. And I've done this a few times. 4 teaspoons of salt.
But yeah, you gotta measure it first.
4 teaspoons of salt. Oh, I do measure this part. And a cube of butter. real butter. I use
Picture.
real butter in my cooking. 4 teaspoons of salt. All right, and we're gonna have
How's
about
that?
5 tablespoons.
Is this because it's the brown bread?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's find some butter here. A cube of real butter.
But it doesn't have to be thawed out or anything?
No, we're gonna melt it on the stove with water.
Oh.
And then Julie Child says, use real butter in your cooking. And I always do. It tastes better.
It's gotta be real.
Wait,
Real butter.
what does Julia's child say?
Use real butter, not margarine or.
Oh, guys, I'm hoping you do
And
the
save the
opposite.
little paper because you want to put butter on top of your baked bread.
I remember that.
Oh,
Okay. Now,
clever.
I use about 5 tablespoons of molasses.
Okay.
2, 3,
Yummy.
4,
Delish.
5.
It's a cooking show.
If this is the white
It's a
bread,
picture of a picture of a picture.
the
It
bread.
is.
Okay. Now, we're gonna put about 2 cups of water in here, and we're gonna melt the butter on the stove. Let's stir this stuff together. Put 2 cups of water in this saucepan. And actually, this goes together quicker. It goes together quicker than white bread. For
It
some
does?
reason. I don't know if it's the grains that make it go better or what.
But it's faster?
Okay, now put it on it. Try to stir it so the sugar doesn't stick to the bottom while you're cooking it here in the molasses. And you're gonna
Look at that foaming up over here.
Sure, this is doing good.
Okay.
See, now let this here melt, and then we're gonna add cold water to make this lukewarm because we don't want to kill our
Not
yeast.
yet. So this is on 7. I want you to get a picture of how this is raising, coming along.
Oh yeah, look at
And
that.
then this is all melted, and we're going to add cold water.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we
Cold
go.
water.
Is there a certain amount or just
No,
whatever you want?
Just a pan over here. Just a pan.
Wait, can't we measure?
Nah,
Oh,
she's
sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got to
okay.
measure.
Okay.
No, it won't go that way though. You're gonna have to go by the
Whoa.
warm.
Okay.
I was here that day.
then there you are.
So wait, now see, we gotta go by lukewarm. Okay, so it was gonna be 3 cups of cold
Yeah.
water, but you can't go for that. You wanna go by temperature.
I got you.
You just want to make sure it's like.
It's too hot.
I see.
Actually, my mother, if she
4.
didn't want any more water, she'd put ice cubes in there to cool it down.
Right, because that's a lot of water.
That's okay, we're gonna have to make a bunch.
But it's still hot.
Throw it in there with that.
It's still hot.
I know, but we'll add some more cold water. See, the yeast isn't there getting destroyed yet.
Oh, okay.
See, the grains will cool it off a little.
I see.
Okay, now let me see what else.
Can I stir this?
Sure.
It smells like cookies. The molasses.
How cool do you think that is? See, this is, you gotta, when you're a cook, you kind of
I think that's good.
that's 10 minutes, whatever it takes to raise it. If you can see it.
What do you mean 5-10 minutes?
Well, if you can see it activating, that means it's healthy, it's going. It'll be fine.
Warm.
Very nicely lukewarm. Here, dump
Okay.
this in and scrape it out with that.
All right. Very nicely lukewarm. Here comes the live yeast.
Oh yeah, look at
It looks foamy.
that.
And then I'm going to stir it.
Sure, clean it out good, don't waste it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Waste not, want not.
Okay.
Okay, now let's do 5 cups of this.
Do I stir this in? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Here, here's the scooper.
5 cups of the whole wheat flour.
Got it.
How old are you now, Annie?
What?
How old are you now?
46.
It took you 46 years to finally get to where you're ready to
No,
start
we've
learning.
already tried this. 3, 4.
She had a lid over here doing the bread thing.
I bet 3 or 4.
We've already tried. This is my 2nd time. I mean, it's not like.
Yeah.
Okay, now what?
Stir it in.
But I figured if Matt was helping, then it'd be easier for me to remember the pieces. Like we need this big bowl, and if you know what you're doing, things are not very hard to do.
Just do
Okay,
5
so
or
I can
6
quite-
cups.
Or cut.
The grains are good.
You're just trying to get a certain texture.
We're making a lot of bread.
Okay.
We're making a lot of bread.
So we're trying to get a certain texture here, huh?
Okay, so now you open this up.
Okay,
You need an apron too. You're liable to get
Yeah,
sloppy.
you're in street clothes.
Yeah,
What's that
yeah.
about?
Yeah, you're looking all fancy and what?
Here we go. Let's put this on now, Betty Crocker. There we go. You can wrap that around.
Oh my.
There you go.
Now you look professional.
I need to call Darlene so she's
Elena
not
wore
waiting.
this one last time, by the way,
Mom worries too much.
I think.
Well, no, they want to go to the coast.
Then let them go to the coast.
Well, I may not let them know. 'Cause they were waiting.
Okay, now what? Oh, how many of this?
Honey, you're just going to start dumping flour.
Honey, can we measure?
No, make a spout.
Shouldn't you measure?
No, it'll never help anyway.
It'll never help.
So you just have to kind
Yeah,
of
that's
guesstimate until you get the texture you're
this is-
looking
I'm gonna
for.
say that is
Until
3
it's
cups.
smooth and satiny, but not, and when you start getting to the end of it, don't pour in too much flour because it'll get too heavy.
Too heavy.
So
Okay.
you want it
Have
to
a rock hard bread.
be, yeah.
Right there's where we separate the...
Now you do this by hand. Could you put this in like a KitchenAid
Well,
mixer?
Lloyd always wanted to, my dad always wanted Lloyd to buy me a big mixer because he saw me struggling with it.
KitchenAid, yeah.
We have a KitchenAid.
We didn't have room for it on that counter in the farm anyway.
Oh,
So
I see.
yeah, the answer to that is yes, the KitchenAid would
Why?
be good. It would take out a lot, but you wouldn't have the same personal
Maybe that's
relationship
true, huh?
with the dough.
Yeah,
Well, the
yeah.
kids
Farmed it
always
out to
wanted
an
me to
appliance.
market it, you know, but I was so busy baking.
You have to earn this bread.
Yeah, okay.
You know, there's a lot of earning going on here.
I'm seeing it because it's kind of a cookie dough kind of thing
Exactly.
you got going on here.
But it gets,
But you don't want
you
to
end up kneading it.
you don't want to over flour it because then it's going to be too dry. So you really got
Too
to
heavy.
too heavy.
And I'm used to seeing the white bread, but I don't remember how
So
to.
I think I understand this.
Oh, he's recording. Go ahead.
My mother taught me how to do
So now we're
Thank
kneading
you for this, by the way.
more flour into the bread.
Okay.
This is at this point we gotta use your hands because it's too heavy.
Yeah.
This is at this point you realize
And,
this
you
is a
don't want to
lot of work.
overdo
This is
putting the
the
flour in.
point
toward
where you
the end,
realize
'cause you
why
want
I
it to
don't
get
do
moved.
this.
Danny? Mom, what'd you say? At this
I
point,
said that, you know, just kind of work that in and add some gradually because towards the end you don't want to have too much because then it'll get too
How much
heavy.
flour do you think altogether are going to have in
we
this
don't want
thing?
it too
This
heavy.
is a 5-pounder. Looks like that.
But you started off with more than that though.
Oh yeah,
So how much altogether you think you got
probably
in there?
10 pounds.
10
'Cause,
pounds
you know,
altogether.
when I make a bread,
Okay.
yeah.
So you did 2 things of this?
No, 5 of this, but you did like 6 cups of whole wheat.
So
And
not
then all
10
those
pounds.
You
grains
kind of
and
need to know
stuff.
about
So
how
there's
much
like
dough
10
bread
cups
you
of
put in,
everything.
Right.
flour
Okay,
you
but
put in.
we're
this.
putting about a 5-pound bag of white flour in right now.
But you just kind of,
So it's starting to look pretty good, huh?
yeah, clean it off the side. My mother taught me to do it like that.
I remember you doing this.
You know, you ever gone mountain climbing?
Sure. Well,
You
no,
know what
not
false summit is?
no.
False summit is when you think, oh, we're almost there, and you get over the top of that, and oh gosh, it was a false summit. There's the summit up ahead, another
Oh.
150 feet. Well, this is a false summit right here. You're not
Haley's
close
going.
yet.
Not there
You're
yet.
not close yet.
Not there
Haley's
yet.
going not climbing on Tuesday.
I'm doing the white flour. I have a 10-pound sack and I put it like this, and I just go like this.
While you're doing it?
Yeah. Gotta get it done so.
That's ridiculous. I wonder you had to replace that shoulder.
No, that wasn't because of that.
I need more flour.
I don't know. You still got to get that in there.
I can't get it off my
it's,
fingers.
It's awful sticky though.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be kind of smooth and satiny, they say.
Smooth and satiny.
Grease
Oh.
that I save for cooking. And
Yeah.
these wrappers for my butter, I
Yeah.
use those for greasing my pans.
And that's what she's gonna do right now? Are you gonna do that now?
Well, only when we start putting them in
Okay.
the pans. This
Yeah,
got
you
raised
got
for
you
an
have to
hour.
raise.
It's getting to the point where it's not sticking to my
Yeah,
fingers
I
and
see
stuff.
that, yeah. And it
And
looks like a big ball
I'm
of
able
dough.
to just kind of knead it.
Yeah, clean your hands off again. Make sure
Did.
look at her at Christmas.
Pretty.
Look how she aged.
Pretty.
And she always looked like Shirley Temple, I thought. Look at Dan.
This is Betty Woman. Here, yeah, this is Betty Woman. See how she's
Okay,
aged?
all right.
Well, she used to boss us around a lot on the farm, but we forgive
She
her.
was.
Hey, can you turn that off?
And for all these years, I don't drive out of town anymore, but maybe one of the grandkids could bring me to Woodburn one day. Catherine has 5 children, you know.
Wow.
They are from 13 to 21.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow. Where's Catherine live?
and let's see, just a minute. One every 2 years, she says. I love them so much. Our Lord is the center of their lives. I feel so blessed. Much love to you and your family.
Very
But
nice.
boy, the kids,
You have to get it all off your hands. Good
I'm
thing.
getting it off my hands because now it's getting time to be done, and that's how you know.
Oh, sweet.
okay, now,
So it's time to start raising the dough.
now get it all,
All right.
loop it in there.
Loop it in there.
Still a little sticky, isn't
Yeah,
it?
a little bit more.
But it's getting-
Ashland hands have been doing this for generations.
This came from,
This came from the old land,
I think it
Over
came
to
from
America.
Norway.
back in the 1900s. Okay, so unfortunately now I'm making a movie.
Bread has raised at least an hour, and now we're gonna push it down, get a little bit of the air bubbles out so we can put it in our pans. We're gonna grease our pans. I use bacon fat, but you can do whatever you wanna with, here, Annie. See? We need to grease the pans. I use
I'll do that.
Yeah, okay. I use a,
And then this is where we're gonna roll it, so you can stop it.
and we're gonna make, use your knife, and we gotta grease the pans, and we're gonna, like here.
So you actually just cut it into.
Yeah, so we'll just,
Oh.
you just kind of eyeball how much, and you want to fill your pans about half full so they can raise, you know. So,
These are tiny.
I make all kinds because I give to the neighbors, you know.
Yeah.
They love it, and when they're living alone, they don't need it.
Gotta start saving our bacon grease
Yeah.
Just take an old cup, it's got a chip in
and
it.
keep it in the fridge.
Okay. Let's see, why don't you grease up that one?
Did
We'll
you
put-
see how? Did you see how she
Yeah,
did it?
I got it all here. It's all on.
And then
So you.
we're also going to make rolls,
Oh.
and we're gonna put those in here.
So this is the size that goes into that pan.
Yeah, watch her tuck it in.
Fill them about half full.
Okay, you got a tucking technique.
This way I make them. I've seen other people, they think they're professional and they just kind of use like looks like an ice cream scooper. But
Oh.
I just take like this and I tuck them in. I use these two fingers
Uh-huh.
and I tuck them in like this.
Hmm.
And then roll the bottom so they tuck down.
Oh, look at that.
That's the way my mother taught me to do it. I guess mother knows best.
Yeah.
See? You know,
Not too big.
a little large. We wanted to be uniform so they bake at the same time.
Ah, that makes sense.
You want to do the rest of these to get practiced?
But that's still too big.
A little large. Let's cut off the hook.
Kind of get a feel for it after a fashion, I suppose.
Oh, sure. Sure. Now we'll let these raise at least an hour. I bake the buns after the loaves because the buns, you want them to be a little fluffier. And
Still too big.
here, honey, let me cut you, honey.
All right.
Here, about like that, I guess.
Well, that's tiny. No, that's too tiny.
No, go for it.
There's a baby.
That one too.
All right, maybe it's not. Give me another one.
It's okay. You know, you kind of have to eyeball it and get a feel of it.
This
An hour.
likes heat.
An
You
hour.
want to see how you wash the slop
Yeah,
off?
come do this now.
See, I'd say you do two jobs at once. You wash your hands off and
Yeah.
the dishes at the same time with a paper towel.
Because it's
You don't want dough
because
on your dish
Because
rag.
it gets everywhere, so you got to do it all at the same time.
Here's paper towel. That's it, and then you can throw those out, you see.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you got it. Towel, so they stay warm. Actually, we can do it here. Let me clean this off.
Okay.
Are you?
Finished product. Everybody at home. Yay.